I'm really pleased and excited with how things went yesterday for the exhibition. It's always great to have that one under your belt, just the first time in the arena on real competition surfaces. I was really thrilled with the crowd that we had for the exhibition. That was a lot of fun to see that many people come, but just very happy with everybody's performances. I thought everybody did a really nice job, and I just couldn't be happier and more excited for Jenna to be able to go up there in that leadoff spot on beam for us. And just rock that routine. I just hope that was a really huge confidence builder for her, because that's a very important spot for us in our lineup, and I think she's going to do a great job in that position. The key to the season is going to be depth, and right now that's what we really want to keep working on, is that depth. We got a lot of talent here. We don't want to have untapped talent and unused ability. We want to make sure that every single one of you is performing up to everything. That's what you came here to do. We want to make sure we're giving you that opportunity to jump in there for a lineup spot, even if it's only to relieve somebody, give them a break in what will be a long season.
Today we're doing a little bit more. It depends on the person. It's a little more individualized. Everyone's doing OG. Gonna do the 10 perfect turns, 3 green band sticks. I think I have 3 handsprings on there today. And then it's 2 in a row, checklist or better of each skill for warm up. And then after that, we'll go from there. So if there's anything else that you guys need to work on or want to work on, let me know. Or I'll let you know actually. Okay?
I was once a college athlete, and I understand what it takes. And I understand the different stressors or pressures you may feel as a college athlete. But I also just want to be a leader and mentor for them, someone that they want to come back to, when they have graduated and they're alumni of the university, and they want to bring their families to meet. And you'll hear Bev say that all the time too. That's one of the greatest joys in her job. So I just want to be someone that they can look up to, respect, trust, and know that I'm going to respect and trust them as well.
Yeah, I'm all for you trying something new. Maybe a back handspring 1.5. You may be old, but you could try something new.
Because at the end of the day, we are all here for them, and we want them to be the very best version of themselves that they possibly can be, and so we show up for them.
Push. That was straighter.
Yes, I liked it.
That was much straighter.
Feel a difference off here?
Did I fix it?
You did.
I think I did. I tried to
You're amazing.
just wait a little bit to twist.
All the many things I've done through like therapy exercises, and doing anything to like prevent instability has really kind of not only gotten my strength back, but gone farther than that. So yeah, I definitely think I'm stronger than before. Also, like during my recovery time, I did like extra time over with Lou for strengthening. So I feel even like leaner in terms of like when I do tumbling. I feel like a little bit more powerful, a little bit easier to do skills, and I don't really have to use as much energy. So it's kind of nice. I'm hoping it stays throughout the season till where I get my skills back and it's just a little bit easier. And I feel like, through the season, I'm really hoping for a peak just in my career, and just looking forward to it.
Come on, JC! Come on, Jace! Good girl. Way to go, Jace. So good.
Shoulders were so good. How amazing is it how much progress JC's made, just especially since September. Like, you guys have been here and gotten to see her whole journey from just timering over here and now twisting 1.5s into the pit. Like, that's a 10-0 start value. It's just incredible to see the progress she's made.
Come on, Jace.
Good girl, JC. Getting so much better. So good. Best one. Like that I've seen you do. Ever. Good job. Was that our last one? Yeah. Sweet. Great job. In gymnastics, there is not professional gymnastics. Like, your 4 years end and you are done. You are going into the real world. I mean, there's Cirque du Soleil and like things that you can go to similar, but nothing is going to give you vault bars, beam, and floor for the rest of your life. Right when you get here your freshman year, know that this day is coming.
My name is Deb Berman, and I was on the team from 1991 through 1995, and I am now a high-risk obstetrician. I also have the honor and privilege of serving as the Dean of Admissions for the University of Michigan Medical School. There's nothing like that sport. You're flying in the air, you're twisting, you're dancing, it's amazing. So I don't know if anything will ever fill that for me, or being out there with teammates cheering for you. But I do know that that sport and that intensity and that grit and resilience and commitment to supporting others translates to my life in medicine.
When they graduate from Michigan, that's why they come to Michigan. When they graduate with these incredible degrees from Ross Business School or, just University of Michigan in general, a lot of them are going off to incredible graduate programs.
I got accepted into chiropractic school back down in Florida at Palmer College of Chiropractic. So I will be beginning my next phase, my next journey of life, heading towards a career as a chiropractor.
I am a high-risk obstetrician. I think it is a career dedicated to advocacy for pregnant people and caring about other people and supporting them in their wonderful times of their life and in some of the hardest times of their lives. And that's a lot of what collegiate gymnastics is. It is helping one another during their highest and their lowest moments in the sport, day in and day out. So I think a lot of people ask me, as the Dean of Admissions, what was your why? Why did you go into medicine, and why in particular high-risk obstetrics? I think it is a life of advocacy and hard work, and I think that's what collegiate gymnastics is as well.
I started with Mommy and Me classes when I was 2 years old, and I'm about to be 22 years old, so it genuinely has been my entire life.
I think I'm okay with it, I will say that. Honestly, since I've come into college, I've very much had the mindset I know gymnastics in college is going to end at some point. I've tried to not be ignorant to that. I don't know if I'm necessarily anxious about the end of it. I'm not necessarily looking forward to it. I'm not super excited to be done with the sport, but I think it's something that I've grown up knowing was basically just gonna come.
I don't think you'll include this, but I'm telling you a story anyways. I am on the other side of my own cancer journey. And one of my teammates from my time here at Michigan knit me a sweater that fits in my hand. And it's up in my kitchen. And every day I walk past it and I felt her arms around me and her hands on my back, literally and figuratively, because of this sweater with little arms. And so when you think about celebrating teams and that we were 4-time Big Ten champions and second in the country, sure. But what we actually built or knit was a team of human beings that 32 years later are knitting each other tiny little sweaters when somebody is down with their cancer journey, or fill in the blank with what devastation it may be, to raise each other up. Like, that, for me, is more important than any accolades or awards a team would have ever won. Sorry.
Well, tonight we're making lasagna soup, and I'm making it for my wonderful team. The way I describe it, it's just deconstructed lasagna, and it's really, really good. I made it once before, so. I kind of am self-taught. I grew up around my mom, and she would cook every meal for us. So it was my sophomore year, and I was like, I had nothing on my plate, no internship, no nothing. I was like, I'm gonna teach myself how to cook because I think it's a good skill to have. And then you can just put it on like medium heat. I'd say like 6, 7.
Okay, cool.
I think it's a good skill to have, so I just taught myself, and it's been lovely. I love cooking. It's very therapeutic for me. Preseason really flew by, in my opinion. It always does, but season flies by quicker than preseason does.
Oh, 100%.
So,
No, 100%.
I don't think I'll be ready for when season ends.
Oh, no, girly, that's going to be sad.
Kaylin, you want to make yourself at home? You don't
I kind of forgot this a lot.
I also need to take off my hood.
It's just kind of attached to me.
You guys get comfy first.
Well, I always see the things that she makes, so I'm excited to like
I was
actually
so excited
have it.
for the lasagna soup.
Yeah.
She bragged about it all week one day, and I'm like, you can't brag about it and then not give it to us, you know?
I'm gonna miss the girls, the environment. Oh God. I don't know, it's just like a big family here, and I'm just gonna miss like my second family, I guess.
These girls have been my sisters since my freshman year, whenever I first came in, and I cannot possibly imagine them leaving. And
I'm gonna start crying.
I also try not to think about it very much, but I do think about it often because I'm like, 7 of my best friends are leaving me.
Sorry, I'm gonna cry. Just makes you grateful. Just like, we all have good days, we all have bad days, but these people have been here through thick and thin, and it's kind of weird to think about a life without them. And similar to Jace, like, every person on this team has shaped some aspect of yourself, so just looking back and cherishing it just makes me more grateful that, like, I was at Michigan at this time with these people, because if you think about it, there are so many people in this world, and the fact that I was here with you guys, it's just like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I'm just like grateful that I was here during that time.
In the gym, of course, it's always about the gymnastics, like it's what we're here to do, but like actually coming up on these last months that I'll be flipping, it's like, okay, what legacy do I actually want to leave on this team? Because like, I don't know, I feel like the alumni, I remember like the time period they were from, but I don't remember, you know, who had the best beam routine, or, you know, who scored the highest all-around score. Like, I don't remember those things. It's like, how can I like impact the culture of this team as to how like someone else that comes after me has the great experience that I had? And like, that is like what I want to leave here. Like, gymnastics wise, like, we're all so blessed and talented, but like, how else can we continue to attract the same people so people want to come here and they have this like great experience that we've all had? Like, that's really what I've been thinking about in the gym, you know, every day with the freshmen, and like how you said that we've shaped your experience like really means a lot, because, you know, we've wanted everyone to have a great experience and kind of pass that down. So I appreciate you saying that.
I owe everything to you guys. Like, I would not be the person that I am if it wasn't for you guys. I would be so lost. So lost.
I wanted to be able to come in here and be able to be part of this team and part of this family, and just give it my all and give it everything that I can, because
I know what it's like to have it taken away from you in a moment. I mean, most of us here know what it's like to have it taken away from you in a moment that you don't know if you're going to be able to come back, and COVID really did that to all of us. And so I like to see the silver lining, and that it brought me here and that it brought me to you guys.
I think this team is going to soar. I think they're going to continue to work hard. They're going to support the heck out of each other. And they are going to lead by example out on the mat and on every event of how you support one another, how you cheer for one another, how you raise people up when they're hurting. I don't know what that will translate into in reference to where you end up nationally or in the Big Ten. I don't think that always matters.
We won't know the outcome of the season, but we know that we prepared the best way that we could. So I think we can all agree that we're ready.
So ready. It's go time, baby.
So you asked me the question, what is perfect?
I don't know. Don't put that in there. No, I don't know.
I would say perfect to me means, well, my freshman year self would say that everything is exactly the way that it should be. But I think now I would say that perfect is just whatever you can give in that day, like whether it's 70%, but being 70% perfect is as good as it's gonna get, or if it's 100% that day.
Just perfection in gymnastics, to me, it's not attainable because there's no perfection in like everyone's eyes when we're in such a subjective and like biased sport. But it's more so just striving to be like the best version of you.
It's not that I don't believe in perfection, but I think it's a very high standard that we're always reaching to.
It's hard in gymnastics to let other people determine your own perfections or imperfections. So to me, being perfect would be knowing in my mind and my heart that whatever I did was perfect, even if a judge or an outside perspective might not see it the same way.
If you think what you did was as good as you can and as best as you possibly could do it, then that's your perfect, and that's fine, and it's great, and everybody's perfect is different.
They got where they are because they're good enough, that they are perfect just the way they are. And I think that that is a great metaphor for life. They are who they are, and they're perfect exactly the way they are. And that's who I want them to be, and I want them to feel good and feel perfect being exactly who they are.
1, 2, 3, let's go Blue 48!
Well, we don't need to do it anymore. It's not as natural anymore. It's not as natural.